Look at this historical family planning poster from India. For decades, reproductive health has been treated with clinical detachment or hidden entirely behind closed doors. The result is a society terrified to talk about its own anatomy. When a doctor mentioned online that the healthy bacteria in a vagina are the same lactobacilli found in curd, the internet exploded. People were genuinely shocked. That reaction shows how starved the public is for basic biological facts. Right now, millions of people get their sex education from pornography. Taking anatomical lessons from porn is exactly like trying to pass a physics exam by watching exaggerated action movies. It is pure fiction. Because we have replaced factual education with shame, entire generations are operating their own bodies completely blind to how they actually work. Let's look at this diagram. On the left is a sealed juice box, on the right is a human hymen. Society often treats the hymen like that sealed box, an indicator of virginity that breaks. But if the hymen were completely sealed, menstrual fluid could never escape the body. It naturally has openings. For men, the deepest anatomical anxieties usually revolve around penis size. Men carry an immense amount of stress about this, driven entirely by commercial media and incorrect assumptions about pleasure. This split screen shows a hand vigorously scratching a back, while the person's cheek is the part actually itching. That is what focusing on deep penetration is like for female pleasure. The primary nerve center is the external clitoris, which deep penetration mostly misses entirely. Even the famous G-spot is widely misunderstood as a hidden magical button inside the body. It actually doesn't exist as a separate button at all. It is simply an internal extension of that same clitoral network. We have to unlearn these media-driven fictions. Once we clear away the myths, we can actually understand the daily maintenance our bodies require. Menstruation is a straightforward physiological process, not a release of toxic blood. It's the exact same blood that flows through your arm. Experiencing pain isn't a required punishment either. Simple interventions, like the magnesium found in dark chocolate, can physically relieve those muscle cramps. This graph shows a healthy cycle. A flat line spikes into a peak, a hormonal surge signaling egg release. In polycystic ovary syndrome, that peak never happens. It becomes a jagged, elevated baseline. The ovary stays in constant distress, radiating systemic chaos, causing weight gain. Maintaining the vagina's acidic environment is highly specific. Think about washing your face. You clean the outside, but you don't pump soap inside. The vaginal canal works the same way. Introducing alkaline soaps internally destroys the acidic pH that keeps it healthy. Female reproductive health isn't a shameful mystery. It is a highly logical mechanical system that responds predictably to science-based maintenance. Male sexual health requires that exact same mechanical approach. Erectile dysfunction is often treated as a failure of manhood, but it is a direct biological consequence of stress, fluctuating hormones, and daily lifestyle choices. Look at this microscopic view of a healthy blood vessel. When a person smokes, the vessel rapidly constricts and narrows tightly. Because an erection relies entirely on blood flow, this bottleneck physically prevents the mechanism from working. This mechanical reality also dismantles the most common excuse used to avoid safe sex, the claim that standard condoms are simply too small to fit properly. A medical educator recently proved this by stretching a standard-sized condom over her entire adult leg. If the latex can comfortably accommodate a human calf, it can accommodate any human anatomy. Protecting male sexual health means letting go of fragile egos and paying attention to physiological facts. Zooming out from daily habits, we have to look at the long-term life cycle of human fertility, which operates on two completely different timelines. This microscopic image shows the dense volume and rapid movement of healthy sperm cells. The male reproductive system is a continuous factory. It generates a completely fresh batch of these cells roughly every 72 days. Compare that to the female reproductive system, shown here. Women are born with a finite vault of eggs. These glowing spheres represent a reserve that steadily drains away, and once a woman reaches age 32, the rate of that depletion accelerates dramatically. Because women carry the exact same eggs for decades, those cells absorb the cumulative long-term impact of lifestyle toxins like alcohol and smoking. There is no fresh batch coming in 72 days. Understanding these vastly different biological clocks gives people the actual data they need to future-proof their family planning. This level of body literacy extends far beyond fertility. In India, cervical cancer kills tens of thousands of women every year, making it one of the most lethal diseases in the country, even though it is highly preventable. Take a look at these medical vials. The HPV vaccine is a biological shield uniquely designed to prevent the viruses that cause cervical cancer. That conversation prompted the trainer to get his wife screened, allowing doctors to catch and successfully treat her stage 1 cervical cancer. Replacing societal shame with objective body literacy upgrades our daily health and, in the most literal sense, protects our lives and the only true home we will ever have.